Hello, District 207 staff. This is Sean Mesmer and Jill Geocaris, bringing you our promised update regarding our strategic planning process, the district vision of learning, and the work of the Adult Learning Committee. I'm sure you remember, if you were with us at the time, 2 years ago, Will Richardson challenged us to define a vision of learning for the district. Throughout 2017 and 2018, staff, parents, students, and administration developed the 30,000-foot view of learning in the district depicted in this graphic. Last year, we continued with administration and staff to further refine what each element of our vision meant and what it would look like in action in each of our schools and in each of our classrooms. Through this process, this graphic was produced, representing the elements of our system that we needed to continue to develop. At the center is the vision of learning. We concluded that there were two foundational elements at which we excel that would help ensure that everyone in the system had the support necessary to see this vision to reality: MTSS and adult learning. With these two programs operating at full capacity, we felt that there were 5 areas that were essential to continuing to develop to ensure our vision came to fruition. The first was equity. We need to know that each and every student is seen and heard, and that each and every lived experience is acknowledged and appreciated if we want to ensure all students have the most positive school experience possible. To that end, last year our first teacher cohort went through SEED, which stands for Seeking Educational Equity Through Diversity. And this year, we are launching our second cohort. We have trained in-house staff to lead the SEED cohort this year, and Corey Wallace, who trained our group last year, will be joining us as a consultant again this year. Each building now has an equity team that will help us examine our systems and the results they produce through the lens of equity. Second, social and emotional learning and behavior. All 3 buildings started or continued this conversation last year. Each building has established some core principles upon which to focus, and a district-wide committee developed a new rubric for career and college readiness in terms of interpersonal skill development. While that is available for your use and reference, we are going to take some time this year to crosswalk the rubric with the CASEL standards to ensure that we are giving students the feedback they need to develop lifelong skills that will help them to be successful beyond our doors. You have already started working with Allie Hearn regarding this topic, and we look forward to learning more from her throughout the year. Next was competency-based education. When you reference CBE, you are talking about a high degree of personalization, and we have taken many steps to build our capacity in this area in the last few years. You may remember Jill or me visiting your department last year to start the discussion about what competency-based education is and why we decided to become part of the pilot in Illinois. I want to thank both the math and PE departments in our district who have risen to the challenge of not only adopting a new integrated math curriculum and implementing virtual PE, but building both in a competency-based model that is truly sophisticated and thoughtful. They have really become the leaders in this area, and I could not be more proud of their work this year and look forward to working with them in the future. Another area is integrated career services. The student services and career departments in each building have really spent a lot of time on this topic over the last few years. We had a team refresh our 4-year checklist for students to ensure they get the attention they need regarding career planning, and all of our freshmen completed U-Science, a career aptitude and interest survey, to help them discover more about themselves and what they might be interested in pursuing as a career down the road. We will be continuing this work this year as we build our pathways and identify courses students should be considering to position them to be successful as they chart their path towards post-secondary education. Lastly, high-impact instruction. For years, our district has been at the forefront of job-embedded professional development. From our new teacher cohort academy to all-in coaching to teachers practicing the elements of blended learning, we have districts from around the country interested in learning more about the programs we have in our district. High impact instruction really helps us to bolster our MTSS practices that ensure that none of our students slip through the cracks, whether the need be academic or a social and emotional challenge. As we work through this year, it's our hope that providing this graphic and really situating everything we do as a district into these 5 areas of focus, that the why for our work becomes really clear to everyone in the organization. That said, I want everyone to hold us accountable for illustrating how the moves we make as a district support our vision for learning. Because to do so helps us hold ourselves accountable and to be thoughtful about reaching the goals outlined in our vision. With that, Jill Geocaris will go a bit deeper into how our adult learning system supports all 5 areas of focus and share with us the work of the Adult Learning Committee.
Hi everyone. As Sean mentioned, we recently formed an Adult Learning Committee in order to ensure that our adult learning system continues to operate as an effective system that helps us to reach our district's vision for learning. The committee quickly identified a need to organize our adult learning programs into a structure that allows staff members to personalize as well as track their professional learning journey. As a result, the committee developed 5 adult learning pathways. The 5 pathways that were created include engaging the learner, building learner ownership, establishing a learning community, fostering growth and well-being, and developing professional responsibilities. The committee also developed 4 to 5 adult learning competency statements for each pathway. You can review the full pathway descriptions and competency statements that were also attached to this email. Here are some things you can expect to see coming this year as they relate to these pathways. We are building a new adult learning website. This website will provide an alignment tool for you to be able to see how each pathway aligns to our district's vision, areas of focus, and evaluation framework. You will also begin to see these pathways referenced in professional development courses. We will strive to make the competencies visible to participants so you know what areas the courses are helping you to develop. Finally, in the near future, you will be able to search for professional development offerings in ProTracks according to pathway, as well as view courses you have completed in each pathway. After completing core courses in each pathway, a pathway badge will appear on your ProTracks account for that pathway. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this message, and we are looking forward to continuing to work with all of you to meet the needs of our students. Please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. Have a great year.